So what made you pick rap over basketball?
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Just because who discovered me. R. Kelly discovered me. And, you know, I didn't rap at all. You know, he told me I look like a rapper.
Really?
Yeah, he's like, man, you look like a rapper. So
Who you said that again?
R. Kelly.
Ah, Kelly.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was like 2 months graduated out of high school.
Yeah.
At a restaurant, I ended up seeing him. And I'm like, damn, that's, we didn't see famous people like that.
Yeah.
But I'm like, damn, that's Kev.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And me and my homie from, and he actually went to the NBA, me and my homie Corey McGetty.
Did you walk up?
Walked through the parking lot. Nah, I didn't walk up. I saw people like gathering around the car. And I thought people were just looking at, you know, this black car. And I walked up and I saw it was him. You know, but he wasn't like having no chains on. He just looked a little dingy. I'm like, hold on, is that what you do? You know what I'm saying? So he's like, what's up, man? Damn, you ain't gonna say nothing, you know? And then he's like, damn, he's like, man, what you do? Look like you rap or something. I'm like, no, I don't rap. He's like, you sure? I'm like, nah. He's like, you listen to rap? I'm like, yeah. He's like, who you listen to? So I'm kind of starstruck too. So I'm naming, you know, what I'm listening to at the time. They said rappers, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like Jay-Z, Pac, Biggie. He's like, all right. He said, do you know a rap? Do you know a rap by heart, anything? And I was like, yeah, I know one by heart. And it was amazing. Shout out Mason. I ain't never met Mason. But that was the only way I could because when I was in school, I had the little, the curly, relaxer shit, the S-curl kick, and they were calling me Diddy. So I was like taking, I could really get their raps. I listened to Twist every day, but I couldn't repeat this shit. He was like rapping too fast. But the Diddy shit, I could get it. And I was like, so I rapped it. It was Mace song featuring 8Ball and MJG. And I did the rap or whatever. And it's called a Play Away. And I did the little rap or whatever. And, I ain't sit there like a robot and just rap the shit. I got into it. He's like, man, I knew you could rap like that. So he telling his homies like, hey, listen to him. I'm like, hey, that ain't my rap though. Don't be, because somebody gonna catch me. He like, nah, I just want to see if you can do it. So same night, we went to the studio. And when I walked in the studio, it was like something, I saw all these plaques and shit. And he's like, I ain't making no promises to you, but you should give it a shot.
So did meeting, R. Kelly outside of this restaurant, did that lead you, later leading like CAMRON and Jay-Z?
Yeah, he put me on his album like 8 months
Tell us about that single, We Ride.
Yeah, so I went to go visit the school in Memphis. I went to go visit the school or whatever. And one of my cousins was like, yeah, I heard you met R. Kelly, man. I bet you can't call him. And I had never called him on the phone. And then I didn't even know his real name. I'm like, do I call him R? Like, what do R mean? I ain't knowing none of that at the time. I'm 19, so at the time. So I called, and, I'm thinking, he ain't gonna answer the phone anyway. Nigga answered the phone. And I'm like, this boo. He like, who? I'm like, this boo. He like, who? I said, the dude that did the little demo song. Like, oh, man, man. Because fast forward, rewind, he did put me with a producer he had. He shout out my dog, Roy Hamilton. That's the first person I rapped to. He owned the song We Ride With Me. Okay. We was called the Vegas Cats. Kels made a name for us. He was taking a gamble on it. Yeah. Both of us had never rapped before. Yeah. So that's what it was. So Roy showed me how to rap. Yeah. Like what 16 bars was. Say this way and put some swag in it. He really kind of coached me. And so when I did that demo and I heard my voice back, I was like, I sound terrible. I don't even want to hear that shit. So I was afraid to call
him. The monitoring comes on and you're recording
and you're like, hell, I don't like it. So I was really, that's why I was like, he ain't never called me. So I'm like, yeah, he ain't. And that's why I went to go to the school because I'm like, man, I just met him. It ain't going to be nothing. And he's like, man, I like the song. Like, you ever coming back to the city? I'm like, yeah, I'm coming back. And he's like, well, when you come back, you need to come to the studio. Boom, hung the phone up. I want to tell my mom and dad, hey, man, we need to go back to Chicago, dude. Tell me to come to the studio. They still trying to grasp in their hand. They really thought I was lying when I told them I met him. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, he's telling me to come to the studio. They're like, what the fuck is the studio?
And what the iPhone
was back then? I didn't have a cell phone.
I had pages still back then.
We had pages and shit. So when we pulled back, when I get back, he gave me, I went and met him at CRC Studio. And he was like, how your peoples with you? And yeah, I had my mom and pops with me. And when we sat down in the meeting, they were sold off the first meeting. He kept it funky. I'd be hearing stories about him lying to people saying he sold them a drink, but he told me, look, I'm not promising you nothing. You ain't finna be rich overnight, you ain't finna do nothing. But he gave me a pen and a pad. He said, if I see you with this, every day, and you come to the studio. You're more than welcome to come to the studio every day. I see you doing that. I can guarantee you a record deal. And I kept on doing that. I just went to the studio one day, like right to this beat. End up 2 days later, song come on. It got Cam, Jay. So I had never met none of them.
Right.
I was like, how the fuck did that happen? You know what I mean? But it's this producer from New York, man, the Trackmasters, Tone and Poke. Shout out Tone and Poke, they're my dog. They did all that, put that together, and that's
So
how.
when
That's
you
how
made
we
that
ride.
feature, when you did that feature with them, you guys all punched in from different locations,
Yeah,
and
we
then
was out. And
the
this was-
producers did their
yeah.
thing with each individual
Yeah.
track out.
And this was like when it wasn't really. I don't even think email was really popping. I remember the Pro Tools was like. Yeah, I know that made me sound old.
Yeah.
But the Pro Tools was like this big block. You used to have to travel with it.
Yeah.
The Pro Tools session.
Yeah.
And I think so. That's why Tone would come and he would get the vocals from here, then take it back to New York.
So they had a bag. They were messing with Pro Tools back in
Yeah,
the
way
day.
in. You used to have to travel with the software.
So your
You're
first
major.
song was
My
with
first song
Jay-Z?
featured Jay-Z, Cameron, and N.O.R.E.
And R. Kelly wasn't on there?
R. Kelly on it. It's on his album, the double CD. This one, track number 8.
Really?
Track number
Yeah.
8.
I always remember
I gotta go.
Cameron,
Cameron.
Jay-Z,
He gave you a
R.
chance
Kelly.
though, and that's something that a lot of people
That's what we
want
talk
you to
about
do.
now.
Yeah.
But we talk about that now, like,
No, for
With
sure.
anything, a lot of people do not want to give you a chance. They scared
Nah.
you might get bigger than whatever
Yeah,
that's
it is.
true.
Like, that
yeah.
shit
true.
He
is
say he ain't say no dream or nothing. He did.
Yeah, he
Look,
kept it real.
No,
Because
like,
you know
yeah, he
your
was
parents was
honest.
into
No,
it. Like,
yeah.
It's
You're
that.
not gonna get rich overnight.
Yeah.
Well, you think
That's all,
that?
yeah.
Did they know who
Yeah.
he was?
They knew he was for
Yeah,
sure.
but
So
no,
they
Kelly.
probably, no, I'm saying the parents probably they didn't count it. Like,
Yeah,
That's why he
nah,
said they
bro,
was
you
so
know what?
good.
I went, so it was like I'm skipping over because I don't want to be long winded with certain things. But after the first time after I did the song in the stew, he was like he played ball every night at this gym called Hoops the Gym on Ogden and Randolph. So I kept talking that basketball. The first day I met him, me and my guys tried to hustle them on a basketball game. Like, what y'all want to play for? We probably got 20. It's about 5 of us. We probably only got $20 amongst 5 people. And we like, we'll pay y'all for a stack. Come on, let's go. We old niggas, you niggas can't. I be renting the gym out every night, midnight. And when I went to the gym, school, it was Olive Harvey. It was a local school. Asked me to come visit. And I was like, man, I ain't gonna go there. Dude asked me to come to this gym. And I had this back when you gotta write a note at the crib, like, look, I'm gonna be you, this is where I'm gonna be at.
I'll be back.
I got in there, man. 2 hours later, my mom and my auntie brother, they was knocking on the window. I'm like, yo, go. Kels, they'll catch you. Who that is? I'm like, that's your mom. And went right there. They kind of broke too. Like, nah, bro, come on. They like, oh, this nigga really a little kid. Like, you know what I'm saying? And they, she just thought, they embarrassed me a little bit. But after they saw that, and he was really like open arms, she was.
The fact that they seen that you probably had like a family supporting you.
Yeah,
You know,
and I think that was
really
the thing
helped.
that when not to really get on Kels because it ain't my place to really talk about him in that, but because that's his situation is. Man, it's really unfortunate on either end of that. But, I'm going to always appreciate that opportunity.
For sure.
For real. Whatever. And I always say it wasn't him, it was God working through him.
To
You know what
acknowledge
I
it
mean?
every time.
So I'm always.
And I got a question though, like, cause I was a rapper that failed.